Okay, let me thank you there, Manohar, because we're getting some more news now coming in. As the race for vice presidential election heats up, let's take a deeper look at the race, the candidates and the backing that each candidate can expect. The stage is set for a high-stakes political battle in Parliament. On the 9th of September, India will be electing its next vice president, the second highest constitutional office in our country. This time, it's a straight contest between the NDA's candidate, senior BJP leader, C.P. Radhakrishnan, who of course was the Maharashtra governor and is the Maharashtra governor actually till now. Also the India Bloc's nominee, former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddi is up against him. While the NDA enjoys a clear numerical advantage, the opposition is framing this election as a moral fight, a chance to save the soul of the nation. Beyond the arithmetic, the vote will be seen as a test of strength, unity and messaging for both sides. The big question is this contest merely a formality, or does it now carry a deeper political signal for 2025 and beyond? What does the choice of candidates also reveal about the strategies of the ruling alliance and the opposition? Well, that's something we will be discussing on our broadcast today. Joining us at the top of the show is a special guest. We have Dr. Ashwani Kumar, former Law Minister of India, live with us. Dr. Kumar, welcome. Thank you very much for being with us on NewsX today.
Thank you very much, Radhak.
Let me begin by asking you about what you make of this contest of vice president, and do you have a preference? Of course, you're not a voter yourself tomorrow, but do you have a preference between the two candidates?
Well, first of all, elections to all constitutional positions are an extremely important political development because they are about messaging, they are about political signals. In this particular case, as in the past, the election is between two distinguished candidates, distinguished in their own spheres, in their own way, of course with distinct political leanings. As you rightly said, as I understand also, the numbers are stacked in favor of the NDA candidate, and no government of the day will ever risk putting up a candidate if the central government or the ruling party is not secure enough and not confident enough to ensure the victory of its candidate. So I personally feel that Mr. Radhakrishnan's victory is a foregone conclusion. However, Justice Sudarshan Reddi is a distinguished person in his own right. He has been a crusader for human rights, a distinguished Chief Justice, a distinguished judge of the Supreme Court, and has entered the fray with the support of several parties and the India Bloc parties in particular. He has asked for a conscience vote. He has basically asked for people to vote not on a party basis or on party lines, but to secure, as you said, the soul of India. Now, it is very, very doubtful that the MPs will vote on the conscious vote basis. They are and will vote. They are expected to and will vote on the basis of party lines. So that is why I said a whip would have been issued by the parties concerned, and therefore the election of Radhakrishnan is a foregone in my mind.
Okay. Also, as far as the candidates' choices are concerned, you know, Mr. Radhakrishnan on the part of the NDA and Sudarshan Reddi on the part of the opposition. What do you make about the selection of the two? Mr. Radhakrishnan has been the Maharashtra governor, but before that he was a senior BJP leader. He's someone who has come up from the RSS as well. He owes strong allegiance to the RSS. He is also someone who hails from Tamil Nadu. The government has often spoken about Tamil pride. Prime Minister Modi has also spoken about taking this to the world. What do you make of the selection of C.P. Radhakrishnan as the NDA's candidate? And now, as you said, the foregone conclusion is that he will be the next Vice President of India. Also, Sudarshan Reddi, of course, a jurist, as you were telling us, someone who's been a judge of the Supreme Court, but also someone who hails from down south as well, from the state of Andhra Pradesh. What strategies do you believe are at play here?
Well, quite clearly, there are political strategies at play. It is a signal to the south, the BJP's outreach to the south, outreach to the RSS, outreach to a particular segment of the population of this country, which are diehard supporters of the BJP. And nobody can fault C.P. Radhakrishnan's stature. He has been a leading functionary of the RSS on the political side. He has been a governor, he has been an MP, and he's been governor of 2 states. So therefore, his credentials are, from the point of view of BJP and from the point of view of their politics, unexceptionable. Similarly, Justice Sudarshan Reddy represents a particular ideological uh, leaning, a leaning which is seen as one in favor of human rights. He calls himself a liberal Democrat, and that is why the India Bloc has said that this is an election for securing and saving the soul of India, saving the liberal democracy that we have given unto ourselves. Now, how far these exhortations will lead into votes uh, uh, is yet to be seen, but as I said earlier, and I repeat, voting will be on party lines. Whatever one may feel about the candidates concerned, you asked me for my preferences. I don't think I need to spell out my preferences because it is not required. Both individuals are good people as individuals in their own right.
Yes.
And but as far as the political choices are concerned, those who are called upon to make that choice will decide. And
But
as I
if the
said,
numbers are stacked very clearly in favor of the NDA, what has led the opposition to come up with this candidate? Is it to try and split, the political coalition in Andhra Pradesh? Were they targeting to take away some TDP votes? Are they trying to get as the margin down to as close as possible so that they can try and prove a point through optics? What is the strategy at play here? Of course, you've seen, numerous vice presidential elections in the past as well, Dr. Kumar. You voted, of course, in them. What is the strategy at play from the opposition, given the fact that it doesn't have the numbers?
look, the opposition is clearly putting up a symbolic fight. They didn't want the election of Mr. Radhak Krishna, who is a nominee of the ruling party, to go uncontested. And around that decision, or or based upon their view that a signal has to be sent to the country on the political side that we will continue to uh, symbolically, if only symbolically, oppose the ruling party's candidate because of his RSS leanings or because they would like to demonstrate their strength. However, my experience and the experience of hard politics is that conscience vote exhortations work where the margins are very slender and where people are prepared to take chances. I don't think in the present scenario there would be any major defections from the ruling group. I don't think that is going to happen for the simple reason that at the end of the day, politics, hardcore politics, is about hardcore practical realities and practical interests. I don't think anybody would like to rock the vote of the ruling party at this juncture, particularly those who have been supporting the ruling party for thus long. One or two or three or four exceptions here and there will hardly make a difference. And that is why even that kind of cross voting may not happen.
Okay. Also, Dr. Kumar, now the NDA MPs have been in a huddle. Even yesterday and today, there's a workshop happening to ensure that their votes are not invalid, to take them through a mock voting procedure. I think the India Alliance has also had a similar sort of meeting or explanatory session for its own MPs. How important is that, to get it right? Because what very often happens is a lot of votes turn out to be invalid, even for sometimes for experienced MPs. So how important are such workshops? And you know the voting procedure as well in the past, but still, how important is it to explain it so that no one gets it wrong?
Now, these are very important. In fact, when the actual voting starts, the Secretary General of the Rajya Sabha spells out the procedure, which button to press, how to press, for how long to keep it open, so forth and so on. So these are very, very important, as you have rightly said, and and they are important because nobody wants to take a chance. Nobody wants to take a chance with the numbers. We have seen that in Rajya Sabha elections also sometimes the numbers go awry because somebody has not taken the requisite precautions of voting according to procedure. So the procedural aspect of voting is extremely important. But this kind of a camp that is happening now is intended, in my view, more to ensure the presence of all party MPs in the national capital on the eve of the election.
Okay.
They would not want that. They would not want travel early in the morning to to be left to chance of an airport strike or for the airport not taking off, aircraft not taking on in time. So I think, and this is done as a matter of precaution all the time. It has always been done by all parties.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Ashwani Kumar, for joining us with your perspective on that big story. Let's in fact spell out some more details for our viewers on the